welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well, I hope you're having a great weekend, and as always, thank you for subscribing. So I'm going to be jumping back into 1982 now, to around about November, early December, and this is a track that I haven't heard for quite a while, so I'm kind of really interested to kind of revisit it, and maybe kind of find out what it's all about. So without further ado, this is Blancmange, Living on a Ceiling, and it was from the 30th, it entered the UK Top 40 about 30th October, and it peaked at number 7. And I believe this is a Top of the Pops performance, so I'm kind of really excited to see what's going on, see if I understand anything about this. I'm loving these drums. Is that a sitar?
Tree. That's alright with me. Yeah, that's alright with me. Well, it feels alright to me. Yeah, it looks alright to me. And I'm so tall, I'm so tall. You raise me and then you let me fall. And I'm so small, I'm so small. Wrap me around your finger, see me fall. Living on a ceiling, no more room down there. Things fall into place, you get the job, fall into place. And I'm so tall, I'm so tall. You raise me and then you let me fall.
Just going to pause it there. I have to, I'm kind of smiling because as I'm looking at him, he's kind of smiling, and it's natural to kind of smile back, which is crazy because it's just a YouTube video. But I'm kind of really enjoying his performance. I think the Indian instrument, is that a sitar? I'm not kind of sure what kind of drums those are, whether they're just like kind of like bongo drums or something. I'm not sure what the technical term is for them. But yeah, I kind of remember that sound, and it really kind of made this song sound very distinctive. And I'm really enjoying his Top of the Pops performance, because I don't remember it, and yeah, I just love his kind of like the cheeky look on his face. It's really enjoyable and very different.
And I'm so small, I'm so small. Wrap me around your finger, see me fall. Here we go again. You keep me running round and round, well, that's alright with me. Up and down, I'm up the wall, I'm up the bloody tree. Hiding from your questions you won't ask. Why am I up the tree, you say? Why are you down there, I say? And I'm so tall, I'm so tall. You raise me and then you let me fall. And I'm so small, I'm so small. Wrap me around your finger, see me fall.
It's an amazing instrument. So that was Blancmange, living on a ceiling, living on a ceiling for 1982, and kind of really enjoyed it. It felt like felt very kind of fresh. It had a lot of energy to it, and just such a kind of distinct combination of instruments with the drums. I think that was a sitar. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I loved the kind of keyboards as well, which were, I'm not sure kind of how they kind of create these sounds with keyboards, whether electronically, I mean, I'm talking 1982, whether electronically they could sample a sound and then kind of program that in somehow, and then be able to kind of work it through the keys. I'm sure somebody out there technically minded will tell me how that's done, because that really kind of makes this record. I think he's a great performer. I can't remember what his name is now. Is it Neil something? Neil something. But I kind of really enjoy his performance because he looks like he's kind of like a little bit cheeky, and he looks like he's having a bit of a joke with you. He's kind of smiling and kind of grimacing, and I don't know. I kind of just really enjoyed his all round stage presence. So lyrics are interesting. Now I never kind of like knew about this song lyrically when it came out in '82, but I was kind of trying to listen hard to kind of what it's about. I think it's about relationship kind of paranoia. It kind of feels like there's kind of something going on where one person is maybe kind of getting somebody else to do too much or to do things against their will or their enjoyment. And so I'll have a quick run through the lyrics right now and just see what I can understand from it. So, you keep me running round and round, well, that's all right with me. Up and down, I'm up and down, I'm up the wall, I'm up the bloody tree. Well, that's all right with me. Yeah, that's all right with me. Well, if it feels all right with me, then yeah, it looks all right with me. So this kind of feels like manipulation. You see this so much in kind of relationships where somebody gets somebody else kind of running around, and that person is kind of, there's a little bit of insecurity that kind of drives that, because the person's running around and they're telling you, I know I'm happy to do that, but kind of secretly I think they're kind of feeling that they're the ones who have to kind of prove themselves, and also there's that fear of losing the relationship if they don't kind of adhere to this. But how long can it last? It's often the questions that friends will maybe kind of put to them. So it kind of feels like a little bit of manipulation. Like, is gaslighting too strong a word? And I'm so tall, you raise me and then you let me fall. I'm so small, wrap me around your finger, see me fall. So it kind of feels like quite an abusive relationship psychologically. You raise me and then you let me fall. So you kind of build them up and say, actually, you know what, you're a piece of crap, and you keep me running round and round, but that's all right with me. Nothing's gonna step in my way. Living on a ceiling, no more room down there. Things fall into place. You've got the joke. Fall into place. It kind of feels like they're now kind of reaching that limit in a relationship where they say, actually, I kind of now realising that this isn't like kind of sustainable. So they've got to do something about it. They've got to either stop, leave, or maybe kind of talk to the person and kind of rebalance the relationship through some strong conversations. You keep me up and down, I'm up the wall, I'm up the bloody tree, hiding from your questions you won't ask. Why am I up the tree, you say? Why are you down there, I'm saying? This sounds like kind of a point where they're maybe they're not asking each other questions as to why they're doing things, and it does feel like a real inequality of relationship. So this is quite a sort of paranoid song about kind of paranoia, about gaslighting, about abuse. This is a very jolly, happy, multi-instrumented song about abuse, and he's kind of smiling, but it kind of like works with, cause he kind of looks like he's gritting his teeth as well through it. So I guess maybe that's a performance as well. I'm really glad I revisited this because I would never have known about the content of this song apart from the exotic sounding instruments and the amazing keyboards, and of course his very kind of powerful vocal performance, as well as visual performance too. So yeah, I'm all around. I'm really glad I revisit, and this is why I do revisits, because when I was like 14, 15 years old, my brain wasn't engaged with any of this. I just listened to these songs as I'm running around with my friends, enjoying myself. We might go to a youth club. This might be playing in the background. I don't necessarily kind of suddenly sit down with a pen and paper to kind of think about my thoughts and feelings. And this is really, really why I'm kind of revisiting all of these songs from my youth, because it refreshes them for me, and especially if I haven't actually kind of sat down and listened to it properly for a while. And a lot of the songs I kind of revisit aren't necessarily ones that I hear on the particular radio station that I listen to, and other radio stations I kind of like stopped listening to a long time ago. You could probably know which ones those are. So yeah, very enjoyable. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Join me in the comments if you have any thoughts and feelings about this. If you have any memories from autumn, winter of 1982. I'm always kind of curious to know what your thoughts and feelings are on these songs. And yeah, until next time, take care of yourselves, and I will join you real soon for another reaction.